Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Gaming with Mom. Let's get Limbo edition.
Oh no.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. Well, it's time. It's time. This is like for your final components for Limbo, so this is very
Nice.
exciting. Soon enough, Dave will see what has been unleashed upon the world.
Oh, another one.
Yep, I know. This one's very straightforward. You'll find in other quests that they might switch up their mission types a little bit and you follow the story through various other things, but Limbo Theorem is one that it is very straightforward.
Very straightforward.
You do the arc wing intercepts, and then you do the excavations, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I actually liked doing this the first couple times I did it. So
Hmm.
it's not that. It's definitely I like this kind of thing. I just
Well, sometimes it
some days. Yeah.
yeah, it messes with your eyes a little bit sometimes. I've noticed for me, um, again, I think it's something about having that extra axis to contend with that it doesn't feel quite normal or natural. So
Yeah.
I get a little woozy from it sometimes.
Yeah, some days I'm just I guess my motor control maybe isn't as good.
Oh, I feel
And I
that.
can't quite fly the way I want to. And then it gets all dirty.
Here's the thing. I'm just bad at this. Like any game where there's like flying or swimming or
No, I know. Me too.
it's like you'll see me like careening off. Then again, I'm the type of person that my greatest nemesis in any game ever is a doorway. If I'm
Oh, yeah.
if I'm trying to get through a doorway, you might as well just forget it. The number of times that I know you sat there and laughed at me, but we'd be playing a game together and I'd be going in to just like the entrance of a building that we go to every day, and there I am stuck on the threshold, and you're just
Yeah.
like, yeah. Sometimes there are no excuses for your children. You just have to.
You just smile and
Yeah, it's
I
like
love them anyway.
it's okay.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
it's
So,
not like Dave, because Dave would not even aim for the doorway. He'd like just try to go through the wall next to it, and
oh yeah.
that would be his grand entrance. So
Yeah. Poor Dave.
at least I'm not quite there yet.
Yet
I mean, I don't know.
you're a little old. He at least was like pretty
Young.
young.
Yeah, no, I know.
So let's not
Let's not regress.
please
Okay.
no.
Maybe. We'll see how I'm feeling.
No, I've got you grown. Just go
Alright.
with that.
I'll try to behave.
Yeah.
I'll leave all troublemaking up to the puppy at this point.
Oh, the puppy.
The
Oh, you
puppy.
mean the interior decorator?
She redesigned your desk in a very interesting way, and I will again apologize to it, like for it officially, um, because I did try to stop her, and I did try to
Uh-huh.
mitigate her shall we call it problematic behavior.
Reign of terror.
Yeah, that too. That silly little bean. She was like, okay, I told you this. She was trying to put all of the toys on your desk. I don't know why. I guess you were supposed to, when you came down today, you were supposed to have all the toys. I
All the
mean,
toys.
I'm
Well, that
ass-
was very thoughtful,
yeah,
actually.
I'm assuming that because she would like to be able to come down and have all the toys there ready for her to play with as soon as she wakes up. It is logical from a puppy perspective that everybody would want that too.
That's true.
That
And that's fair.
yeah.
It's just, it made it a little awkward when I,
When you came down and your monitor was turned in the complete wrong direction.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and my speakers look like dog toys.
Yeah.
They're balls. They're round
Yeah.
circles. So that she thought that she should take them too.
She has tried numerous times to steal the speakers off your desk, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. There's something,
I can tell that you must have tried today because they
she
were.
she did touch them. I didn't let
Uh-huh.
her do more than touch with her nose, but you know how she does that thing where it's like she touches with one side of her nose and touches with the other side of her nose, and then the third one is a nomp?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were doing.
Okay.
So at least she was being tentative and like somewhat respectful.
Uh-huh.
Heck yeah, I got 5 more proof fragments.
Good job.
I don't need to use them for anything, I'm just collecting them.
I know. I know. You're a very strange girl.
See, that way when people ask if I have proof, I can just give them my proof
Oh no,
fragments.
no, 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 no.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. I think that's
No.
I think
I
that's
think
the
that's terrible.
that's the best way to handle it. If anytime anyone asks me for proof, here's a question. How many proof fragments do you need to convert into a citable source for like academic papers? Like could I take 10 of my proof fragments and turn them into something I can use, like just cite in APA format and
I have to go now. My mom is calling me.
no. She's not.
No, she's
She's
not.
not though. There's no excuse. You have to stay here. I'm sorry.
I don't think your professors are going to accept
Proof
proof
fragments? You don't
fragments.
know until you actually try, is my whole theory.
Okay, when you get kicked out of school, I don't want to hear about it.
That's a fair point.
Oh my goodness. And this is why I'm so tired, guys. Right here.
I don't blame you for being tired. I would be tired too. I feel like our entire family system is everybody being tired for some reason and then taking that tired and just like passing it off to everybody else.
Yeah,
Yeah. Are you crafting your what you call it, by the way?
I am. Yep, it's
Cool.
crafted.
I'm sitting here and thinking to myself, I need to keep decorating my orbiter. I keep like looking around it and thinking. Like 90% of my decorating skills are looking at things and just thinking.
Yeah.
And then I'll try something and I'll decide whether or not I like it. Because at one point, I was trying to do like a whole chandelier system, but I hated it, so I spent like a really long time on it, and then I ended up taking everything back apart.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it it was maybe not the best use of my time, but I enjoyed it, so
Well, as long as you had fun.
I did have fun actually. It's just my fallacy was that I wanted to put a bunch of the sculptures up there, but
Mm-hmm.
I realized with them being in the peripheral of my vision all the time and moving all the time, it was making me a little woozy.
Oh,
So,
that makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, I had to not. Heck yeah. Ice Planet.
I haven't quite gotten the hang out of the decorating yet.
It does take a while to get a feel for. It's there's a lot of control to it, but
Yeah.
sometimes I've noticed that if you flip back and forth between certain modes, you can actually get an even finer degree of control over it. Like especially with snapping and unsnapping to the grid, and sometimes rotating something and snapping and then unsnapping it will like help you more easily change the position of something. It might be weird to explain, but I'll have to show you at some point what I mean because I can, if I'm not careful, I can lose literal hours. I think the one time I sat there and I took like 3 hours
Oh,
to
wow.
put things together the way I wanted them. And if you look at my orbiter, it's not even like that. I'm just slow. It's not even like super ornate, and it's not even like some of the stuff that we've seen where people like build like really really cool things.
Yeah, I don't get how they do that.
They're really really good. It's and I'm not even at that point. I'm just very particular and very slow at figuring out what I want. So it takes me forever. But I need to sit
Yeah.
down and spend another couple hours messing with stuff because, well, It's a good way to spend some time.
It is. Not right now though, because you've got a very full schedule.
I know. That might turn into something that I do when I'm too derped out to do anything else. And
That makes sense.
like we've had this conversation before, I know, where sometimes it's like you want to do something that's a little more active than watching TV, or even you don't feel like you can even like keep up with the story, and you know
Yeah.
that you're going to zone out and miss things, but it's not active enough to actually like really play something like that's too much energy. For me, that's where decorating or fashion comes in. I can just sit there
That
and
makes
like,
sense.
yeah, and just play with designs and play with colors, and I can be creative without having to sit there and be like, "Oh my gosh, I have to draw something. I have to write something. I have to my brain has to brain."
Yeah, that's always a problem.
Yeah, especially for me.
Wow.
I'm just being
I
honest.
mean, huh?
All right, no, you murder everyone because you need kills.
No, you murder him. I'll
You
just
can't.
watch.
You can't make me murder them. I'm in Naros. I can stand here literally forever,
Wow.
and they can shoot me, and I'm just
That's wow.
doesn't matter to me.
I'm not
Then I'll
seeing
just
any of the battery
then
guys.
I'll just heal myself. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know where they are. If you want to hang out here, I'm pretty sure I saw a battery laying on the floor back here, so I'll go take a look.
Okey-doke.
Or I'll get completely lost, one of the two.
Yeah, that's probably more like it. This place is crazy.
Yeah, you know me all too well, and I'm bad at like really simple mazes a lot of times. I don't know how. Do you remember back in the day that somehow I had that, I don't know, a natural ability to like intuitively remember without even like keeping track of things when there were like the water tunnels in like the Tomb Raider games. And
Yes.
I'd be like, "No, I got this. I can get through this. I can live."
I
And
hated those.
I know they were so stressful, but yeah,
Yeah, you had to talk me through a lot of them because I'd panic.
yeah, I understand that. I also do the thing that it doesn't help. Don't you dare destroy this. You rude
I need more
people.
power cells. Here's a power guy.
Good.
Oh,
I do that thing in where if you're watching TV or playing a game where you see a character that's underwater, and so you kind of subconsciously hold your breath,
yeah.
and it's like that doesn't help either.
No. Well, you know how I feel about those kinds of things.
Yeah, they're very stressful. Doo-doo-doo. Now look at all the batteries we have.
Yeah, there's a million of them.
That's okay, because they're kind of on the way to the next one, so you can just grab one and go.
What a waste. What a waste.
It's okay. It's totally fine.
Whatever you say.
I'm actually going to drop one right over here and come back for more, so you can actually go get that and pick it up and charge it up. Oh, hey.
Oh, as it drops on my head. I love
Right?
it.
Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered
Here's another
and
one.
protected from enemy fire.
Let's
An
see.
artifact has been located. Proceed to the dig site.
Okay, ready to blast these machines into spare parts?
I will not proceed to the next dig site. I'm going to be responsible and take care. Oh, the batteries are gone. They despawned.
Oh, no.
Either that or the corpus, like, reacquired them.
I was gonna say, maybe they just took them back.
No, don't destroy the tower.
Ah! Oh no.
I got it. See, as tempting as things like, the extra DPS and whatnot are, for me, I'm always going to be, Vazarin when it comes to, like, my operator stuff, because, I can heal. I can heal whatever I want, I can heal whoever I want, and I can just sit
I
here.
know what you're talking about.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't quite yet. But I can sit here and just smugly be like, no, this isn't gonna die, I'm gonna heal it. And that makes me happy,
You've always been that way.
right?
Which is good, because then it allows me to be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's already full. I don't need that.
It's nice, though, to have the balance of just different people within the same household liking various roles, because both Dave and I, we're much more comfortable with just doing the tanky stuff or the supportive stuff, and Bugs like mwahahaha DPS.
I've done my nurturing.
That's fair. Make it all about the deeps.
That is exactly what it's all about.
That's completely fair. For me, life is about stealing people's power cores and putting them in a nice little pile so that
Nice.
they can be used efficiently. We've got 2 of them. I assume you're bringing a 3rd.
I am, if I can ever get there.
That's fine.
Took a wrong turn somewhere. Ooh, there's a shiny. Sorry.
Look, shinies are important, and I'm not one to judge for taking a wrong turn, all things considered.
Yeah, because you guys don't need the materials as much as I do.
That's very true.
I desperately need them all. Oh, there's those 2 batteries you dropped. I see 'em.
Yep.
Well, you could have brought them a little closer.
I could have, but I didn't.
I'm just teasing you.
Excavator deployed. Protect the unit. Extracts the
I'm just
artifact.
being rude.
No, it's alright. Move them all the way back here and make me run
Go
for
to
them.
the dig
Right?
site.
It's not gonna hurt you. You're Wukong. You can do whatever you want. You can even just go into Cloudwalker and fly there if you want.
I could if I were in any way apt at this, but
Oh,
I am
no.
not.
I admit that more than half the time when I'm using Cloudwalker, I faceplant directly into walls for it.
Yeah, I have no idea how to use it properly.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know that there's... Like, you can fly through enemies with it, which is a good thing to do, but I'll be real, I basically use it just to get through anything on Jupiter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, anytime there's one of those big parkour areas, I'm like, nah, Cloudwalker. We're just gonna fly this. Make it easy.
Don't blame you. I'm really bad at parkour.
Yeah, it depends on the day for me. Depends on the day. I'm just bad at paying attention to things. Like, my multitasking abilities have completely tanked in the past few years, so that's part of the reason why I really like Inaros, because he can just kind of take a hit if I need to look elsewhere or I'm trying to check something, and I'm not like, oops, I'm dead.
You are way too young for that to have happened already.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I blame my puppy.
Oh, that'll do it. Your puppy is so puppy.
She's very puppy. She's the puppiest puppy I've ever met.
Oh my goodness.
This just the boundless energy. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you heard us earlier this morning.
I heard you.
She was chasing me.
Oh.
Like, I got my workout in for the day too, because there was like a good 15 plus minutes where we were just running and she was just chasing me,
Well,
around the
it sounded
house.
like Thunderdome in here, so I knew something was going on,
yeah.
but I didn't want to look.
And then I decided to present her with a moral dilemma. I picked up the pink ball and the green ball, and I said, you can only catch one at a time, and I tossed them both in the air.
My goodness. And which one did she go for?
She looked around in desperation and managed to drop both of them. Or miss both of them, yeah. No, it was adorable though, because like I've done that with her before, and she's definitely picked one or the other. But today she couldn't choose, so yeah, it was funny. We had a really good morning.
Yeah, it sounded like you were. Kai kept huffing
Oh
because you were waking her
no.
up.
Yeah, I figured that Kaya might be annoyed with us by the time you two got up because, well, the baby wasn't like barking, which was a nice change of pace, but oh my goodness, she was being loud.
Yes, it was very loud.
Yeah. That's okay
That's
though. We
fine.
had our
That's
fun.
fine. Yeah, that's what's important.
Mhm.
And now she's sleeping, which is even more important.
Oh yes. Those moments of sleep are very precious and very cherished.
Little monkey girl.
Yeah. As she sighs in her sleep.
Okay, Ordis, that was interesting.
Yeah, I think this will thus conclude your limbo theorem quests. I don't think there's anything else, is there?
I don't know. I'm don't know if something happens after I build the last piece or not.
I don't believe so. If you already got clued in to like the fate of Limbo, then no, that's it.
I
Limbo's.
don't think I have the stuff to build
Oh
him.
no. Okay, so
No,
our
I need to get an argon crystal.
oh, we can do that.
Yeah, that'd be easy.
All right. That'll be our next adventure because we can't leave Limbo unbuilt at this point. We
No.
definitely have to get him all ready to go, and you're gonna have to do like some amazing fashion on him so that when you unveil him to Dave, Dave can just be like really, really happy
That
and really proud of you for everything you've
I
accomplished.
I don't think he's gonna be proud.
Probably not, but that's what we're gonna go with,
Okay,
whether he wants to admit to it or not.
that's fine.
All right, guys. Well, that's a wrap for us for now. We're going to go get that argon crystal. So, thank you for hanging out with us, and we will see you next time.
See you next time.